Life with me on the homestead, never a dull moment. Because essentially everything is a story. Everything. This is our journey. Welcome to the Betancourt's homestead. Yesterday when I went down to close up the chickens, there was a little highway of rats that were quite upset that I was there. So I messaged my husband and I said, I'm setting up the rat traps. So let me show them to you. We don't use poison on our land. We actually use buckets with little fun twirly things, and then we coat these with peanut butter. So the rat, this one doesn't have its ramps, but this one does. Actually repairing this one, I drilled holes in it because if you don't drill holes on the sides, the water just rises up and it just covers at the top and it covers this. We get a lot of rain here. So the little friend walks up. Let's see how many people tell me I'm a mean person. And comes to get the peanut butter. Whoop! Down there. Oh, so sorry. And then he can't swim and get out, so he calls for his friends, and all his friends join him. And we just go down there periodically and clean it out. So that's what we got. That's what we got, folks. I'm cleaning them up, and I'm going to put them back down over by where the chicken coop is. And you're probably going, if you're from the city, you're going, oh my gosh, she's got rats. I'm never going to have rats. If you have chickens, you will have rats. I'm just going to tell you that. If you do not want rats, do not have chickens. They come and search for that feed, and you will never know they're there unless you disrupt them when they're not expecting it. I went for years thinking something was weird, and then realizing, oh yeah, and I never saw one until a couple of years after we'd had chickens. So let's be preventative. Okay, I got them in place. There's one, there's two, and there's three. All outside of the coop so the chickens can't eat the peanut butter, and we shall see. Every night I will check them and pray we get some. I have an update on those rat traps that I set out. But I don't know if I want to show it. But the one right there, he's got a critter in him. The other two don't. Oh my gosh. The roosters are just going gangbuster. Yeah, that one doesn't. I just don't know if I want to show it on, TikTok might not like me showing dead animals. And yeah, and that one doesn't have any. This one is actually being moved. We were doing cleanup in a building, found some evidence, so we're going to move that one inside the building where the cats can't eat the peanut butter. Okay, we are going to go and inspect something. Remember, we had those rat traps. We have 3 of them. 2 of them are down by the chicken coop. I put 3, but my husband took 1, and he put it in our pump house because he saw evidence. So we're going to go inspect and see what we see. Hey, should I let them know what we see?
Probably, huh?
Well, should I show them what I see?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. I don't know.
Well,
I thought that's how video works.
yeah, but I don't know if it's allowed.
Well, yes, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, looks like.
Now you guys are asking how we dispose of them. He's just going to chuck them out in the forest.
Dead critters.
Yeah, because they're dead. Okay, he can take care of that. I'm going to go back in.
Okay, I'm just going to chuck them down the cliff here.
You're just going to chuck them down the cliff? Oh, then some animal will get them and eat them, and that'll be dinner for them. Or maybe dessert. Or mice. This is not Cinderella. They're not going to make our clothes. Okay, fill it up. Do you need sunflower seeds?
Probably.
And peanut butter?
Looks like it's still got a good supply of peanut butter.
Okay, I'll get some sunflower seeds. We often work as a team together, which is the best way to be. You have to see what came today. It is so exciting! It is the Ratinator! What is the Ratinator, you ask? I'm so glad you asked. I'm going to tell you what the Ratinator is. But first, short story. So I went to the feed store to get black oiled sunflower seeds, right? Because I use it, I put it on top of the peanut butter on my little rat traps. And the guy was, the guy there, he's so sweet, like way older than me, and we always talk gardens. He's like an old dairy farmer, and he's working at the feed store, and we always talk for years about dirt and gardens and everything. And he tells me, yeah, years ago we used to have this contraption called the Ratinator, and people used to come in and tell me they're getting like 15, 16 a night stuck in there. And I'm like, what? Say what? Like, say what? And he's like, yeah, so much that they were like, they love the thing. He goes, but we haven't been able to get it in years. Like, what was it called again? And he said, the Ratinator. So I Googled it and I found it on Amazon. And it came today. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna set it up. It says it has an easy removable door, bait box. Oh, I can hardly wait. You all saw the update that we had of the contraption my husband put in, and he caught 5 mice in that thing. He needs to check it tonight too. Yeah. They work, babe. They work. Guess what? So this is the box. Oh, yes, it has handles. Look at this. They come in here. They go in, plop, and they go, oh, and it lifts up, lets them go in. They go for the bait, which is a bait box right here. They go in the bait box that you fill with dog food. So now I have a puppy, so I can fill it with puppy food. I'm gonna have to put a little bucket because my puppy food is really tiny. Look at that, little trap door. I'm baiting it and I'm putting it out by the chicken coop. Right in the middle of their highway. It says it catches up to 21 rats at a time. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. It says to put a little piece of bait, a little bit of bait, and leave the trapdoor open for a couple days. Place it up against a wall, and there's like a lot of dead critters in there. And leave it. Okay, remember that Ratinator, the Ratinator? We're gonna do an update. So I had to leave it out for 2 to 3 days, open, with the hatch open. And then basically you're luring them in as in, oh, come, have free food, eat off of me. And then you go and close the container. Well, I haven't been down there, and I'm gonna fill it up, and we're gonna see what we see. I'm gonna tell you right now, I heard what's down here. I got a picture of it yesterday. So if you have a queasy stomach, or if you have pet rats, please stop watching right now. And don't you love my designer scoop? It's an old half-gallon milk jug. Yeah, I cut the ends off. It's got a cool handle. You know, you pay a lot of money for these in the stores. Not really. Well, with food inflation, yeah, probably. Let's go down. Notice I'm stalling. Okay, so we're going to not look at the live one that somehow is in the corner. We're gonna fill up the food and close the door. And we're gonna let it do its job. Tomorrow, maybe 2 days, we'll check on it. We've already got literally 4.5 rats in there. I say half because something is eating. If they eat each other. Okay, that is like really gross. But the one that's in there that's alive, in a couple days, will take a forced swim lesson in that bucket that came with it. This is not for people that have pet rats. I feel really bad putting this up. This is for people that have livestock, and rats are not hygienic. We just need to keep the population down. So please, I feel really bad sharing that kind of information because I know there are some people that really have pet rats, and I have held pet rats. They are sweet and adorable, but this population is getting out of control, and if we don't control it, we're gonna get all kinds of diseases, and I really want to keep the diseases down. with as little chemicals as possible. I don't use poison because I have precious birds and animals on our land. I'm not sure how much of my personality I can share with you, so if you don't like this and you want to unfollow me, I'm sorry in advance. Let's just continue. I'm going to give you a Radinator update. Now, I need to bring you up to speed on the Radinator. We had 4 visitors come rather quickly. Then we had 1 visitor come, and the 4 original visitors started to disappear half at a time. So we nicknamed the 5th visitor Hannibal. Then came his friend Clarice. Hannibal has suddenly disappeared into thin air. He's deceased now. He's a pile of fur. Fluff, I guess we could say. He's a pile of fluff. And Clarice is in the corner, wondering why he won't talk to her. Life with me on the homestead, never a dull moment. Because essentially everything is a story. Everything. And no, I'm not going to show you Clarice hiding in the corner. That would just be pure cruel. Clarice has feelings too. Yeah, I crack myself up sometimes. And this is why my husband says I am priceless entertainment.